Doo ba doo bop 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 ba da ba doo ba doo bop bop. All right, looks like everything's going good here. We got the stream up. We got our Discord message pop. Okay. Let's do the things. Oh, that's right. I got disconnected yesterday while I was running around doing stuffs. Since we're here, let's just go ahead and go back to where we normally start our resource run. Yeah, we'll get back to where we normally start our resource run. We'll just go do our resource run right now. Oop, run that guy over. Since I am already here, ain't no sense in not doing it. Ain't no friggin' sense. I was talking to myself again. Whoever goes to test out the text to speech, do me a favor and put some swear words in there. I want to see if it'll filter them. Actually give a crap if there's swear words, right? I swear. That's fine. But I do want to filter the swear words out. Because, you know, while this isn't necessarily a channel for kids, and I do swear, I want to make sure that people aren't able to just, like, string together a whole mess of swear words with the intent of messing with my channel. Probably I will need to... What the hell? Yo, what up, Quizza? I think it was that nerd that shot me right there. Do me a favor, Quizza. What am I doing in phase 2? I'm in phase 3. Does my thing say something about phase 2? Did I make a boo-boo? What am I grinding for? Right now I'm just getting some basic resources. We might do some more creature capturing later. Hey, what's up, Party Wizard? I need y'all to do a little test on something for me here real quick. I made a chat command for text-to-speech. So if y'all could go ahead and type !TTS and then any message, see if the old text-to-speech works. That'd be great. That'd be really great.
Tacos are life.
Tacos are life. Did y'all also hear that? Yeah, so there's more work on it that needs to get done. What I want to do is I want there to be, you know, something that pops up on the screen that has like the username and stuff like that, so people kind of see You know, it's a little jarring to just out of nowhere hear a TTS and then a standard message or sound or something like that that can play so that people know there's about to be a TTS message and then have it read the TTS, but I haven't gotten that far with it. Do me a favor, Party Wizard. Try and do that one more time so I can see if the delay that I put in per user actually works. Okay. Nice. Very freaking nice. I'm not an idiot. I know how to make things work. I'm so happy. Now I probably need to find out if there's a way to send like an if so people can know what the delay is. So do like a if global cooldown, send a direct message to that person. If personal cooldown, send different direct message to that person. And then we should be good to go. And then I just need to get some sort of a message or image or something like that that pops up so that people know that there's a text to speech coming, and we'll get. I wonder what kind of sound would work, because that's definitely, I think, what I want to do. I was gonna put uh, something in there that said the user's name and then has something to say. But I think if we just pop up on the screen, like in the corner, or maybe even right up in the top middle, if we just pop up on the screen the username and we have a special sound, it's going to let people know that we have a TTS message coming in, then that should be sufficient for everybody to kind of get the idea like, hey, there's about to be a TTS message. And it'll give me a moment so that I can stop talking, so that I'm not competing with the TTS message. Try and talk, and then we should be good to go. And we'll have the little pop-up say the username of the person giving the TTS. Then maybe I could even set it up to where like you have to whisper like a certain account or something. And so, or send a direct message or something like that to the bot account or to me or something like that. And so then maybe it won't even show up in chat. It'll just only be a text to speech message, which I think would be cool. But I don't know. We're going to work on some things. We're going to get some stuff done. Oh, I think I was talking to myself again. There's... What up, Nexus? Classic round table. In the... If you look down in the Twitch panels, it tells you what the command is. You type exclamation point TTS and then any message. You can do it on either the YouTube or the Twitch chat. It doesn't matter which one. Because it's not set up through either of those programs. It's set up through streamer.bot. I don't have a command that lists the commands yet, Quizza. Guess I need to do that.
Hermit.
Nice. Very nice. Quizza, since you're over on the Twitch one, do me a favor and try to send another one right there on Twitch. To make sure that the cooldown is working over there as well. And then, since you have the same name on both Twitch and YouTube, try and send one on YouTube as well. Because I want to see if it's registering name per channel, or if it's registering just the name itself. Would be super interesting to know. If you don't mind doing those things for me. If you do mind, obviously don't do them. But if you don't mind, I'd appreciate the little assist. Okay, looks like it doesn't work on Twitch, so there's a cooldown. Very nice. Oh wow, okay. So it's registering the actual name, not the name per channel. So if you have the same name across both channels, and that's cool. No kidding. It should be 10 minutes, 600 seconds. So it should be 3 minutes global. So if anybody uses the text to speech, it can only be used by anybody once every 3 minutes. And then it can only be used by each individual person once every 10 minutes. And I'll probably adjust those, maybe bring it down to 5 per person, and maybe 1 or 2 minutes global. But I wanted to start kind of high. Because I don't want to, I don't want to just be flooding the chat with crazy text to speech. The next thing I want to do is create a much lower cooldown text to speech that text to speech is anything that's added at me on either Twitch or YouTube. So that later, when we eventually have lots of people talking and there's conversation going on in the chat that's not really necessary for me to be paying attention to. I mean, and this is like when we've got 30 or 40 viewers at a time going on, or maybe even more, then I'll get something that only I hear when people at me. So it tells me, like, hey, somebody's trying to talk to you, dipsick. When we getting more hermit emotes? I honestly, I don't even have ideas for emotes. I'm not really an emote user. So I don't know. Like, should I just make boring regular ones where there's like a happy face and a sad face and an angry face and just do like some really basic stuff? I was trying to get things that were sort of specific to survival, like, an emote for eating, an emote for drinking, and stuff like that. But I don't know, emotes just seem silly to me. I haven't really been able to think of any good ones. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to get some good ones, Quizza. I do. It's one of those things that helps people feel connected to the channel. Like, hey, I've got these emotes from this channel I'm on. Uh, the thing that concerns me um, is that a lot of that stuff, like for example, the emotes on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you can't just give out free emotes on YouTube. I think you have to have like member emotes, and I'm really, really opposed to having things behind a paywall. Well, so my older brother is the one who made the emote that we already have, and he's using an AI to do it. Um, and I'll probably just continue with that because I'm poor as shit. I'm not going to buy anything. I know a lot of people have a real disdain for AI art, but I don't have the ability to pay somebody for art. Like, that's not, this channel doesn't make any money, really. And so, you know, you can yell at me all you want for using an AI. When eventually maybe I can support paying people for art, then I'll probably go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to do what I got to do. So, Red Haired Hermit in leopard pajamas needs to make a comeback. I think maybe not. I like this current iteration of Hermit. I mean, you can have follower emotes right now, Quizza. You don't have to have um, on Twitch. You don't have to have subs for emotes. I'm pretty sure you can just have follower emotes. I don't think you have to be affiliate for that, do you? Maybe you do. Maybe I'm smoking. Maybe I'm sipping on some scissor. But we got plans. Now that I'm not playing stupid ass um, Ark, I should have much more time to work on stuff. Ark was stressing me out, not making me want to do stuff. This is much better. Have to be affiliate to have emotes? Okay. Well, you'll be there soon. You'll be there soon. I do have the Mushroom Boy for farming. The problem with the Mushroom Boy is that it'll only it'll do all of my crop plots, and I want to have different stuff in my crop plots. I don't want him to come over here and like turn everything into mushrooms or whatever. I like doing my farming on my own too. It's nice. It's relaxing. I enjoy it. Right, but you put a seed in his inventory and then he plants everything with that one seed, right? Because you can only put one seed in his inventory. So if I give him corn seeds, then he'll go and plant everything in corn. What I would like is if I could get him to just replace whatever he picks up. Yeah, give him 10 corn seeds, 10 cucumber seeds. He will plant both. Now you can add fertilizer to him too. Okay, so, but then that's another thing is, will he plant them in the optimum places? So what it takes to grow corn and what it takes to grow mushrooms is different. They require different light and different water. So will he plant it in the optimum places? Because if he won't, then that doesn't do me any good. Yeah. I think I think that thing is nice if you're a little more casual than I am. Maybe you don't get on every day or something, but for me it's easy just to go do this. Only takes a couple of minutes and I enjoy it. It's a good time. So, I'm just going to keep doing it. Let's see. Purifier's all maxed out here, so insufficient power. Oh, I forgot to put. Oops. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of the old farming. Just a big fan. A lot of fun. Why carrying their weighs so much? I still got all these mushies. They can't possibly weigh that much, though, can they? No. Oops. It was the water. 1,000 water in here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Yield boosting fertilizers. April 23rd is mobile official launch. They have 30 million pre-registrations. Maybe not everyone gonna play, but that's still that's a huge number. That is an absolutely huge number. Some of those are duplicates, right? People with multiple accounts. Like you said, some of those are going to be people who just straight up never play. But even if only 10% of them play, that's still 3 million new players. I think this game is a good mobile game. And I think it's a good balance between mobile and like PC. Because we don't have, like the auto path thing and the bullshit. They're basically turning this game into a game that's on a handheld instead of worrying about it being on a mobile. So I'm actually pretty happy with that choice. I think as powerful as mobile devices are nowadays, that it's not necessarily such a terrible thing to put games on mobile as long as you're not diminishing the experience for the sake of mobile, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's possible developers will just shit all over the game when they do this. I need... Oop, I have a corneo. Nope, that's not doing what I want. I want something that's going to suppress my sanity loss. Probably have to go back to base, I guess. There's new difficulty level dungeon nightmare mode coming to Manibus. Yes, there is, and I'm very excited about that. Very excited. And we're getting a new tier of a new tier of Prime Wars as well, aren't we? Getting another tier above. Gonna be super cool. I'm very excited for the upcoming changes on the 27th and beyond. I think they're doing a very good job with this game. I was not so sure that was going to be the case, and I was wrong. Oh, nice. Nightmare mode for Leah Labs. I'm really going to have to step up my the quality of my builds. We're gonna start having even more difficult content. My little throw them together and not really worry about it builds are unlikely to cut the mustard. Able to just reduce the duration of phase 1 and phase 2. Yeah, they're doing a lot of good stuff because they're going to have permanent servers now. And because casual players are going to start having such a greater amount of time to get through their content by staying on the no wipes, there's really not as much need to hold back the less casual players. And just kind of allow everybody to go through the game at their own pace. So that's kind of what they're doing, which I think is all good changes. We'll see what happens. But it's especially going to be good for creating content, because one of the things that I run into a lot with Once Human is that I run out of stuff to do. I'm not playing any other games right now. And I don't even think that the people who watch my channel want to watch me play other games. Almost all of my viewership comes from Once Human pretty much exclusively. And whenever I sort of step outside of that, things go a little crazy, so... Oh, that's that guy. That sucks. I thought that was a player. I didn't realize it was this butthole. Oh. I was trying to unstick my shift key, and I accidentally triggered my sticky keys, and I was just standing there getting shot. So silly. It took me a few days, but I think I'm finally getting hydrated again. I don't know what happened or why I was so dehydrated for a couple of days there, but I had been feeling like shit. I'm starting to feel a little better now. Water in me. Can't wait to build my glass base, even though there are more cool stuff now. Are there cooler things than the glass pack? I'm not entirely sure that's true. Glass pack is pretty freaking dope. There don't appear to be other people in this zone right now. And there's a whole lot of these lunar spawns that I can't kill. Maybe we'll go around this one. Maybe there isn't one over towards the tennis courts. Something just exploded. Oh, it was probably the little creature with the propane tank. I sell propane and propane accessories. Woodland cabin pack looks nice and cozy. I honestly haven't looked at a ton of those packs. I see some of the structures and stuff around because, I run around and I see stuff, but I haven't really looked real closely at any of them, like in a preview or something like that, to really see what's going on. Yes. Okay, now let's go all the way back to the first one. We're gonna drive past this lunar spawn right here. I'm crazy. Is he gone? Did somebody kill him? Is there damage reduction as the bullets bounce? Hey, what's up, Blighted? Sorry, I missed you there for a second. Yeah, so the bullets don't do 100% of their damage on bounce. Um, but they still do a pretty significant amount. And they can bounce off of the environment. So, I shoot this guy, and then they bounce off of the environment, so that one person is getting hit by that bullet like 4 or 5 times. Which is crazy. I'm doing fantastic, Blighted. How are you doing? We have a new feature on the channel. I set up a text-to-speech command. So if you type !TTS and then a message, it'll text-to-speech it. Wanted to throw myself off a 15-story building alongside of my PC. Oh no, what happened? Well, so there's a panel down below for the chat command, Squizza. I think that's there's a
Hey all.
so there's a timer on it or a cooldown on it, Blighted. What's up, Drat? How are you today? So each individual person can only do it once every 10 minutes right now, and as a global, it can only be done once every 3 minutes by chat. So I'll be adjusting that. Can't see the panel on my phone, maybe that's why. There you go. Ooh. Enter the Gungeon is a rough game. We play the harder games. Yeah. I believe in you, Blighted. You'll figure it out. You'll be back on top in no time. If you believe within your heart, you'll know. You know what? I didn't check to see if I had any baby goats. I didn't put my honeysuckles in here. Honeysuckle. Oh, I gotta get them some water too. Baby goats. Faith is not a part of this game. The acid secretion, mountain seed. Yeah, we're keeping that one. Ooh, golden sheep bloodline level 2. Hey. Hey. What do you mean thinks we don't want this one. Drop that doo-doo on the ground. Throw it on the ground. I'm not a part of your system. Dad's not a phone. All right. Where are we going to go shoot now? Go shoot something. Kitty cat scared the crap out of me just now. Let's check. Stellar Stairway. Claim. Oh, we're all done. Okay. Cool. Well, I've completely completed this Stellar Stairway. So we're not going to get any more Starchrome for like at least 9 days. Let's check out this phase thing. How much longer do we have here? 1 day, 20 hours. So today and tomorrow we've got to deal with phase 3, but then we'll be moving into phase 4, so we'll get pro mode in our dungeons. Where is my animal farm? It's right here. Ammo Animal Farm. Old McDonald. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, this is bullet hell. But I'll get used to it. I believe you. If you did not know, I love melee combat. I did not know you love melee combat. I also love melee combat. Melee combat is fun. I'm too stupid to find mods for the game. Are there mods for Enter the Gungeon? I didn't know that. That's cool. I think that mod APIs are probably the most important thing about modern gaming. If your game doesn't have the ability to be modded, then what are you even doing with your life? Especially for single player games. I can understand not wanting mods for like MMOs and stuff like that that could give people unfair advantages. But if you have a single player game, you should just let people do whatever they want to it. Well, yeah, but it's like co-op multiplayer, right? Not PvP. And it's peer-to-peer multiplayer, which means you're not connecting to like servers operated by by the developer and stuff like that. So that's totally fine. You should absolutely have that stuff. When I talk about not wanting mods for MMOs, I'm talking about like legit MMOs, even mods for things like StarCraft or other peer-to-peer games like that. Um, Speaking of not having friends to play with, Blighted, there's actually something that I'm hoping to start doing with this channel in the sort of near future. I have a game that I have on my wish list. Not out yet, but there's this thing on Steam called Remote Play Together. And basically what it means is there are games that, here it is, it's called Critter Crossfire, where, you know, you buy, one person buys the game and then they can invite other people to play with them, and the other people don't have to own the game. So there's a game that's coming out. I don't know if y'all have ever played the Worms series of games, where you play as the little worms and you shoot like bazookas and shit at each other and blow each other up, and it's just a ridiculous good time. But I was thinking maybe once a week, um, after this Critter Crossfire game comes out, which I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. Thinking I'm going to get it, and then we can use the remote play together. And I think you can have up to 4-player co-op, or not co-op, it's PvP. Um, but maybe we can have like 4 players. So maybe we'll grab some people from the community and do a little remote play together or something like that. It won't be something that we do all the time. But maybe once a week we can swing it on a specific day and just have some fun and blow each other up. But it's like the way they describe it is XCOM and Worms combined. And I played a little bit of their demo the other day just for grins, to see how it plays and how it feels. And it seems like it'll be a good time. Pretty excited about it. Don't need you at all, do I? Silly goose. Silly goose. Let's go run down here actually and go gather all the crocodiles down here. There's like 5 or 6 of them real close this way. And the gunslinger in Gungeon. I've never played the Gungeon. Never played, just seen some of it. Bullet hell generals and bullet hell games in general are just really difficult. I am not very good at them. We used to play this game called Raptor. It was an old school DOS game. And it was one of those top downs, and you played as like a fighter pilot basically, and you flew around in your ship and shot a bunch of other air and land targets. And I don't know if it was called Raptor Call of Shadows. I mean, I was a little kid. This was like the first PC game I ever played in my entire life. But you used a joystick for it. And I used to just break joysticks, slamming them around trying to dodge enemies' bullets. Used to piss my brothers off. Because I would break the joystick and then we wouldn't be allowed to get another one for a while. Crocodiles. I don't think you can just put a crocodile in your pocket. Maybe illegal. You know what? It might be. But I say fuck the police. I do what I want. Whatever, whatever. I don't think I need any of these crocodiles. Shitty crocodiles. I got a pocket full of crocodiles. Take me away. The devs of the Gungeon have helped make some of the mods the community have worked on. Yeah, so this is the reason that I was so willing to deal with the problems of the Ark game, is how active the development team was with the mod community and how easy it was for modders to make really good mods for that game. And that gives you a whole lot of goodwill with me. Because I think that, you know, community content creators, and I don't mean content like I make, I mean content like content for the game, playable content, so modders, are the backbone of gaming, and they have been forever. And it used to be extremely difficult to mod video games. You had to, like, you know, crack the game and do all kinds of ridiculous stuff, and you know, it wasn't something that game developers actually wanted you to do. It was something that people did in spite of game developers. And honestly, a ton of video games in the past, when, you know, when we were really young, you know, a lot of those video games really only lasted because of mods. So it's all about mod communities to me. Their dev team originally started as 4 people who wanted to leave their big company and do their own thing. They work on something, but the company made it. So once it started failing, they took a 3-day break and started working on Gungeon. Oh, nice. I can shoot whatever I want, Blighted. I have a gun, and I'm a metahuman. Who's gonna stop me? I got a little blue jelly bean that pops out and heals me. You know, I resemble that remark. I mean, I do. It's a big old gun. Am I kidnapping the croc because I need good crocodiles? They will be my army. Can I make tungsten sniper rifle ammo? I can make tungsten sniper. Let's make a bunch. Yeah. Militaries throughout all of history have used trained animals as part of their military operations across the globe. Elephants and dogs and dolphins and all kinds of stuff. Horses, oxes. So I'm just carrying on that tradition. What exploding dogs? We don't have exploding dogs. We have bomb sniffing dogs. They find the explosives. And then we send humans or robots in to do the exploding. Or preferably the anti-exploding. Didn't America make the dogs that you attached a bomb to make go under German tanks? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Certainly sounds like something we would do. Got my tungsten bullets. I need to go shoot some stuff. That's what I need to do. It was actually the Soviet Union. Well, there you go, see? Trying to blame everything on the Americans. Like we're the only terrible people in all of history. Now, granted, if it's terrible and it happened in the last 200 years, it probably is our fault, but still. Gonna shoot some things in the face. No enemies here. I don't think I'm the only one here. I think somebody else is Looston and Houston. Hey. Don't shoot at me. I need to get some more bounces here. What is this garbage? It's supposed to be a 75% chance to bounce. That was not even 50% chance to bounce. Haha. Yeah, this is fun. Run around shooting dudes. Oh, you're way over there. Ooh. Actually, need to go get that. Hell shite. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, yeah. Eliminate the giant deviant. There it is. Pass is dead, yet the Gungeon remains. I don't know what that means. Is that a line in the game? The end goal for every character you play, as is to, in short or at first glance, kill yourself. Ah. Well, that's creepy. The ship was breached by an alien organism species. Cried for help, but he was too scared to do anything but run. But when you go back, he helps them. Got it. That's kind of a cool story. I didn't realize that Enter the Gungeon had a story. Driving up the side of a hill, but I can't make it up the side of the hill. Come on. Come on. Whoosh. Aw, you suck. Yeah, they really shouldn't have fixed the vehicle physics in this game. What a terrible decision. Make it go back, dude. Make it go back. Shoot grenades at me, asshole. What kind of a buttface shoots grenades at people? The gunslinger and the lich, as he is known, drowned in an underworld after being cursed. Got worried the guns would overtake magic. As a great mage, he tried to incorporate magic into his guns, and he very well succeeded. He also built the gungeon to preserve it, and after some time with some extended research, built the bullet that can kill the past. With his assistant, that forged it, but that was a big mistake. He also got cursed, and that's how he ended up as the Lich. He's also the one that taught a lot of the high priests and mages on how to use magic that he found out. Interesting. I can't believe that a bullet hell game has so much lore. Honestly, something that might be interesting to me would be to listen to an audiobook about the lore of a video game as I was playing it, because I don't really want to interrupt my actual play. Um, to like get little tidbits of lore. I don't care about, reading things that are written in the game. I don't care about watching cutscenes. I don't care about any of that. But if there was a cool little like lore book that I could listen to, like an audio book that I could listen to just while I was playing as some background noise that would give me an idea of like what was going on in the game and stuff like that, that might be fun. I could probably get behind that. That would be a much better way for me to digest game lore, I think, than, uncovering it as I went through. The Great Bullet also happens before everything else in the lore. I don't know what the Great Bullet is. Is that the bullet that kills the past? Yeah, I mean, without ever having played the game and not really understanding like the mechanics of um the mechanics of the resets and stuff like that, a lot of this stuff just doesn't even make any sense to me. I don't know, I just know the Great Bullet struck way before the Lich or anything happened. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what about most of those words mean. Choo choo. There's also a rat boss thing guy that steals your stuff. I don't want to feel bad for the enemy bosses. Don't give the bosses sad stories. Bosses are evil. So they must be eliminated. Level 3 lightning orb. Hey, dickheads. That's right. He's a rat and he steals things. Fuck his backstory. Shoot him in the face. Hey there, bud. Look like you got a pretty severe case of deadness. Yeah, I mean, if he's stolen all of those guns from all those players, if he'd stop selling them to the other NPCs, he could just go run through the gungeon. He'd be totally fine. Probably just too scared. He's a fraidy mouse. At this point, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of running around shooting peeps. Because it entertains the shiznit out of me. I very much enjoy running around shooting people. Oh, and now I'm back up. I thought that was going to take me down, but it actually took me up. Now we're back up here. Probably going to go ahead and dip out of here real quick. Some more lunar stuffs here in a couple of minutes. I actually need to use the restroom, so let's go ahead and teleport back to my base. Make sure that we're all full and ready for the next lunar cycle. We'll go do some more of that. So yeah, give me about 2 seconds here. I'm gonna go take a leak. All right. We back. How long do we have? 3 hours? Take them tungsten bullets. How many combo chipsets can I make? Ooh, I can make a bunch of combo chipsets. Hey yo! Gonna make those combo chipsets. While we wait for those to make, let's go see what we got here. So, I buy electronics for anything less than 100 apiece. I can sell those combo chipsets at a profit. Now, I don't know. Um, I don't know exactly how many people will buy the combo chipsets. They tend to seem to go pretty good, though. Yeah, this is my vending machine. I've already sold all my chipsets here. So, yeah, we've actually made some decent energy links. So let's just take a quick little peek around. See if I can find somebody selling electronics. Because even if I don't use them to make combo chipsets, because I use all of my electronics to make combo chipsets, I should probably take a look. Oh, okay, so these are selling for 250, 200. There's no way I'm buying those because I'd have to double the cost of my chipsets, which I'm not willing to do. Because I'm not trying to gouge people here. Yeah, this person wants to sell their combo chipsets for 6K. Like, give me a freaking break, dude. Doesn't look like there's much electronics for sale, though. Which is fine. I mean, if there aren't a lot of electronics for sale, then we'll just keep on going here. Won't hurt me none. Oh, electronics. This person's just selling acid. You trying to sell one acid for this formula? Person must be high. Which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack. All right. Let's go do another lunar cycle. Teleport up here to Blackfell. Wait around just for a second. Ample sunlight. Okay, let's get prepped. And let's get in there. Drink my beverage. Eat my cornbreads. I am missing... Oh, it's my Weaver that I'm missing. I think I still have Weaver for a little while. So I'll just go back and make some more of all of these here in just a minute. That way I don't run out in the future. Cornbread. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like really old Chris Rock. Whoops. We got him. We got him. This motherfucker. Why? I am really tired of getting hit by enemies after those enemies go down. Hey, good job, Blighted. Fucking get 'em. It must be terrible to be the first boss in a roguelite. Just destined to get killed by every single player over and over and over and over again. Okay, that's fine. Why are you still alive? I started monologuing to myself how the closer someone gets to victory, the more nervous they get and higher chances they lose and feel more frustrated because they were so close and I got hit. You got me monologuing. That's definitely the hardest thing about streaming for me, is I get way more focused on what I'm saying than what I'm doing, and I die a lot more when I'm streaming than when I'm just playing normal. I don't understand how the really good players are still so good while they're streaming. I mean, you've got like Ninja and Shroud and, you know, some of these FPS players that are just out of control good at PvP FPS games. But I would never win at PUBG or Fortnite if if I was trying to stream and talk and all that shit at the same time. Like, I would just die in every single gunfight in that situation. I just don't understand how those people were able to do that. I always did just fine, like, tanking and stuff and Throne and Liberty when I was doing that, but goodness. I mean, sure, there's lots of muscle memory involved, but you have to be paying enough attention to know what action to be taking, right? Muscle memory is just about being able to take an action without thinking about it, but muscle memory doesn't contribute to decision making. You still have to, you know, decide to look around that corner or whatever. You still have to decide to, you know, move to that next house. You still have to parse the information that you're taking in from video and audio. That's still all active thought processes. Oh, it's one of those. I thought that was another player that was like helping me out. I didn't realize that it was some butthole. Dungeon has SIGs you can smoke for +1 coolness, but it takes a half a heart. I think that's a reasonable... I used to smoke. I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day for about a decade. And then one day, I didn't feel like going to the store to get myself a new pack. And so I didn't. And I haven't smoked since. But it was definitely a terrible idea. Shouldn't smoke. It's really bad for you. And the benefits do not outweigh the costs. Couldn't vape. I did that too. Terrible idea. It's gross and it's bad for you. Nice. Oh no, did you die? Well, yeah, you're supposed to learn. You don't just automatically win every fight the first time, dude. Come on. At first you don't succeed. Something about picking yourself up and trying again. Well, there you go. Gotta learn its pattern. Guess you better get after it. I mean, just don't fall off. Sounds like a skill issue. Get good, bro. Does it actually? No, he's talking about Enter the Gungeon Party Wizard. Talking about Enter the Gungeon. Makes the game harder the more you play. I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. You're saying all these things like they're bad things. But to me, they sound like good things. Well, you're not going to be one of those people, Blighted. I believe in you. I believe you will succeed. There can be miracles when you believe. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna actually end up getting any more of these. I think we've pretty much killed all the bosses and people have gotten separated quite a bit and stuff, so. Like, I need to repair my bicycle. Can I just hold F on this? This is what they should do. Instead of being able to click this to go home, you should just be able to hold F on that to teleport home. That'd be hella dope. Hella dope. Got some chipsets. Lay down and heal for free. Look at all my pretty deviations. We're healed. Repair motorcycle. None of you have made babies. Oh, you know what? I still need to go get water for these goats. I'm just letting them die of thirst out here. Veteran enemies. What is a veteran enemy? Ooh. You have to like go one way and then when they shoot, turn and go the other way. I feel like I would just die. Well, let's see. Let's harvest byproducts. Got some wool. Harvest byproducts. Got some wool. Harvest byproducts. Byproduct. Harvest byproducts. Byproduct. All right. Not all of them, no. I think there's only 2 females in there, though. Well, yeah, the ones that are male look male. This one is obviously a female. This one is obviously a female. So I don't know. Maybe because it's slightly too high. I have no idea. But whatever it is, it makes me very happy. Nope, was totally muted, Drat. Sorry. Thanks. I appreciate it. But yes, of course, the unfinished gun. His ass. Of course it is. Okay, none of these are even remotely useful. Three, four, five, six, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Only keeping the 6 pluses. Save myself some serious time and heartache here. Let's go back and see if those crocodiles came back. Maybe go kidnap some more crocodiles here. I'm fairly certain that the crocodiles have come back, in fact. Crocodile, 2 crocodile, 3 crocodile, 4 crocodile, 5 crocodile, 6 crocodile, 7 crocodile pop. Aww. Okay. I really thought we were cruising there. I was gonna try and come over and like eat off. I didn't do it in the right spot. Okay, well that all went poorly. When you look at someone playing and they do it perfectly, it seems easy. I mean, that's the case with pretty much every video game, Bladed. Pretty much the case with every video game. My problem is I look at how good I was at video games in the past, and I think, oh yeah, I should totally be able to play this game and do just fine. And then I forget that I'm old and I have arthritis. And then I go play some game. I get absolutely stomped by like the easiest AI in the world. And it makes me very sad. Owie. Up. I've been living for the weekend, but no, not anymore. 'Cause here comes that familiar feeling. Ooh, acid secretion 2 and high yield. That actually might be worth keeping. But these two don't have what I need, and that one doesn't have what I need. Oh, look, it's another crocodile. have an army of crocs. Wait, they produce acid? Apparently. Apparently they secrete acid out of their body. I also have goats that can do that, Party Wizard. It's, new. Didn't used to be a thing. Oh, I didn't realize that was a crocodile. Let's get a snapping turtle too. You got there, snapping turtle. You suck. And so do you. Been too long since I played. Yeah, no, I was in the same boat. I didn't think that that was a thing. It is. And it's glorious. Pop that rabbit. I'm pretty sure that the crocodiles are in here. At least I thought so. Maybe the crocodiles are over here. There's a turtle. Last time I tried taming was when it first came out and my bear ate my face. Yeah. The fact that creatures used to attack you is honestly pretty funny. I'm a little sad that they took that out, because it was hilarious, but also kind of glad they took that out. Dude, crocodiles are so easy to tame. Get away from me. Gosh, dude. Acid secretion, high yield. Acid secretion, ferocity, thick hides. Don't really need that. Thick hides. Rapid production, storm child. Acid secretion, meaty. Okay. Let's keep running down this and see if maybe we find some more crocodiles. Everything makes acid now. Just has to have the acid secretion trait. Okay. Come here, flamingo. It's just a new trait that can be on creatures that says acid secretion. And then you can go gather, instead of... Stole it. Now I'm gonna drop it on the ground because it doesn't have anything I want. Guess you better not get hit then. Shotgun of love. You pull the trigger on my love gun. I mean, of course there is. If you have a shotgun of love, you have to also have a shotgun of hate. I don't see any more crocodiles down here. Hearts, teddy bears, and bullets. Wow. I did not realize that Enter the Gungeon was quite as ridiculous as it is. But it seems fairly ridiculous. Oh, we've got a spotty connection. Please don't crash. Pretty please don't crash. It's been raining for days. Oh, good. Exploding hearts. And teddy bears. You're talking shit to me about shooting regular bullets at things. You're shooting exploding ammunition at things. Yeah, I would never be able to use those weapons because I would always get hit. I can't believe that there's actually a place in the game where there are no other people. Like, I'm built out here, and there are no other bases around me. I'm just on my own, doing my thing. Pink sauce pizza? The fuck is a pink sauce pizza? I am terrified of what I'm about to learn. That's a lot of different kinds of guns. Unicorn puke, rainbow sprinkles, the head of a Barbie doll, and a nice sprinkle of pink salt. Where do you get unicorn puke? And pineapple? What? Last two on very hard mode, basically to unlock the gunslinger or the lich. Oh, okay, cool, cool. I feel like this is something that you all know about because you have children, and I don't know about because I don't have children. Is that is that accurate? Nuclear and Party Wizard? Top secret source. I'll sell you some unicorn puke for some Starcrow. I I refuse to give up my Starkroom. Need it to unlock more guns. So we finally did it, nuclear. Finally starting to like actually work on the channel and make things better. So there's now a text to speech feature on the channel. If you type exclamation point TTS and then a space and whatever message you want to have text to speech, each individual viewer can do it once per 10 minutes. And then there's a global cooldown of 3 minutes, which I'll be changing. But yeah, it's just a chat command. So I'm gonna start working on getting some additional chat commands in there. We'll do that. Maybe we'll have something um, related to me being really trash at the game and forgetting to repair my bicycle, like an explosion or something. I don't know. We'll do some things. But I started working on the streamer bot stuff and started finally figuring out how to do that. So it totally works. We've been testing it all morning. Well, what do we have here?
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Here to change the past, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. I was like you once, came to change the past. And now I have no future. Heh 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 heh.
Is it really loud? Okay. We can adjust that. Let's go to properties. And let's go to oh, that's wrong. What's related to my aversion to walls? That is a good point, Drat. There does probably need to be a character limit. I didn't think of that as a way to potentially abuse it, but you could just write like a 3 minute long message. We'd all have to sit here listening. Of course, I could just mute it if it was super long like that. But yeah, I'll see if I can't figure out a way to put a character limit on it after the stream. Good tip. Good safety tip, Egon. Um, Goodness. We've already shot so many people. I think what I'm actually going to do is we're still waiting for another lunar cycle. I ate pretty early this morning, and I'm starting to feel a little hungry again. So I'm going to go grab a little bowl of beans and rice, and I'll be right back, and then we'll do another lunar cycle. Then we'll go tame some more creatures or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm back.
What does the fox say?
Does the fox say? I turned the volume down quite a bit there. How did that sound for you all? Still real loud? Okay, good, good. Since they're changing ammo in the game to kill specific mob types, I hope they add some way to easily switch. Say what now? Get good, Blighted. Get good. Hmm. That's a terrible idea. I saw that they were going to do something where there was like special ammo or special weapons or something to kill special deviants that came from the polluted zones. That you would have to make with Star Trace ore. But Honestly, yeah, it really is. You're not wrong about that. Something I've noticed is that whenever I read the dev talks, um, things always end up being way different than what I assume because there's a translation issue in there somewhere. And so I feel like the information that comes to us English speakers is just almost always wrong. Somebody's either mistranslating or there's a dialect issue in there somewhere or something. Like I saw just the other day, we thought we were getting a new scenario that's going to combine all of the Nalcott so far. It was going to have all of this area and all of the Way of Winter area. But they just put something out. I can't find the message on Discord, but somebody copy pasted it or took a screenshot of it and put it up on Reddit that says that it's not going to be a combined thing, but that the new scenario is coming to both maps. Not that the maps are going to be combined into one large map, which I was super sad about because I was so excited to see a combined map happen. But apparently, we're not going to get that. So, guess I'll just go F myself. Um, 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 um. Ummity. Oh, right. I know what I need to do. I need to make some of these. And some of these. And some of these. And let's go get some Dreamcatcher stuffs. You making fun of me down there, Nuclear? Don't make me come fight you. I will do it. Those fighting words there. Eternal Land PvP. I don't imagine we would bring in very many people if we did that, Rat. It'd probably just be me and you. And that would just be knock me out in one punch. I mean, you might. I got quite a bit of padding though. Feel like my padding absorbs impact pretty well. I'm a great big old fat guy. All right, I think I have enough of all those for now. Let them just finish up down there. Um, Still got 2.5 hours till the next lunar phase starts. Wish there were some things to snipe at from up here. Got any little critters crawling around on the other bank over here? Oh, critters. I want to shoot you with my gun. Got him. I honestly really like the background noise of my goats making noises in my base. My base feel kind of alive. Kind of cool. I went to go make my beans and rice a little earlier, and I always leave my headset on because it's wireless so I can hear what's going on in the game. In case something bad starts happening, I need to rush back or something. But, the whole time I could, like, hear the goats and stuff making noises. Little guys being all silly. I dig it. Good stuff. Little things like that really make or break a game. I don't care. I just got a high caliber, but description is Soul Reaver, which is more accurate. When you shoot an enemy, their soul goes out, and you can collect it for massive damage. For bosses, the damage is capped, but for normal enemies, no void. I don't know what any of those words that you just said to me mean. I am so confused. But it's about that time. Get over here. You keep on saying this word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Inconceivable. The fastest way to move in once human is the coupe. I believe is the fastest vehicle in the game. Boom. Now, now, now. Now, now. Get in, drive around the map, and run over stuff while talking to chat. Perfect stream. Oh, shoot. I got 200 respect from Drat? That's as good as gold right there. You've just fallen victim to one of the classic blunders. The first of which, never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against the Thessalian when death is on the line. They lay eggs full of bullets. Nice. Nice. I'd like an egg full of bullets, personally. It did mean excellent. You're right. Me go. Let me go and shoot things. That I have creepy glowy eyes. Ooh. Stop rhyming. I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? I do love Andre the Giant. Now get out of here before I call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. By the Brute Squad. This game just get worse. Are you still having problems getting logged in, Ski? Freaking classic. Just realized it's been too long since I would. Dude, it's such a good movie. Such a good movie. Oh, I accidentally waited for an extra hour. Because I'm an idiot. Oops. Tried to log in and repair the client, then crashed my PC. Oh my goodness, dude. I have a feeling that that machine gun fire is trying to kill me. Yep. Yep, it is. Oh my goodness. These freaking lunar spawns, dude. They're brutal. Get away. Got no option but to his game just make me repair downloading, so yeah. No, I mean you can't. They gotta do something about that, Ski. You can't just have a huge portion of your player base not even able to play your game. That's such booty cheeks, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Die. I hope they get it figured out. Oh, nice. Hey, dude. Really necessary for you to sneak up on me and start making ridiculous noises? Really? Level 4 by the wind. Main shopkeeper in the gungeon itself is an Italian looking guy. Very cool. Ciao bello. Not sure it's worth it to you. Always try loading Bay Launcher to see if you have the same issue. Instead of loading it through Steam, you mean? Do they have their own launcher? That might be an interesting thing to try. Why is my jelly bean so little? Mini bean. Hey. La la la. La la la. Whatever. Going at it tonight. Tonight. Standing on the rooftop, top of the world tonight. That's a good tip, Drat. Definitely worth a try to see if it works better on the proprietary launcher. What we got over here? Is it normal to see so-called orange cat as pink? Do you mean like real-life cats? I have no idea, Blighted. Why is this thing suddenly not taking any damage? It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Was a white cat, its belly was just pink. I don't know what it was laying in. Oh, if its belly was pink, it was probably blood. That was not pink, it was red. It was... bright pink? Oh, okay. Even so, I still bet it was probably blood. The cat probably got in a fight or something like that. Dude, I can't hit shit. Get fucked. We got that, nerd. Yeah, especially on super white cats, blood looks very pink when it's been washed off and is still kind of staining the fur. And even if it looks like almost highlighter pink. I mean, could have been a fight with another cat, could have been caught a mouse, could have been all kinds of stuff. Bird. Chill cats are still predators. I mean, there's like 4 people in the whole world who think that animals who are carnivores should be on vegan diets. That's an extremely uncommon opinion. It is such an uncommon opinion that it's not even really worth considering an opinion. It's actually called the Starry Night, is what the blue slime is called. I think. It looks just like stars. You're right. Oh wow, this thing was like way over here. What the hell? Alright, we get 120 Lunar Whispers, 68 gigabytes through the loading bay launcher. Hopefully this will work. I hope so too, because then that's something that we can tell people who come into the chat in the future. If this works for you, then maybe it'll be an option for some other folks. I got my fingers crossed for you, Ski. Got my fingers crossed for you. Okay, but seriously though? Let's go PvP some peeps. Hopefully none of them actually have good builds. They'll just shot me. No, I died. This game does have PvP. Really thought about you when they mentioned one thing in the patch. What of Why isn't anybody... I think whoever had the stupid thing, something about losing too much health or sanity, you get dragged down into the ground. Oh yeah, that's the pollution thing. Yeah, there's gonna be like special deviants and stuff that attack and stuff like that. Trying to make the deviations for the polluted zones actually interesting. Why is nobody getting selected? By... What the hell is going on? Yeah, I'm excited for their pollution zone update because now the Stardust ore, or the Star Trace ore, is actually going to absorb the pollution. And so when you go mine Star Trace ore, then you're going to release the pollution. And when you release the pollution, it's going to cause deviants to start coming out. Well, that person wasn't alive for very long. No, somebody got me. They're not worthy like Thor's hammer? I agree. I think I'm the only worthy one. It was a 2v1, it's not fair. You know. Nothing's really OP in PvP. You still have to hit people. Thank you, Drat. Appreciate it. I do okay. I'm not great at PvP, but I do okay. I'm not ever gonna, like, break the top 10%, but there's quite a few people at this one. Actually, kind of shocked. The PvE servers usually are pretty meh about the PvP. Wonder how long I can hang up here without these peeps realizing. It's my ally. Oh, not very long. It's over. Nowadays, you're up against a 13-year-old and their reflexes are way faster. Getting too old. Hence why I no longer play COD. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same position, Skoski. Absolutely. I mean, I can remember when I was younger, like 18, like 18 to 22, I could go into any Counter-Strike lobby and just dominate people. And it's just not the case anymore. And it's about reflex, it's about vision, it's about focus. I'm definitely less focused than I was back then when I play. Um, and that's fine. I don't need to be the best. I had my time being stupid good at video games. I'm perfectly happy with my mediocrity, my old age. My nephew's kid is 9 and he just blasts them all whilst watching TV. Did I see what? I don't think I saw whatever it is you're looking at, Nuclear. Because nothing caught my attention, so.
Talking on mute is the new fad.
I don't know if the TTS is going to entertain you all very much, but it is definitely going to entertain the shit out of me. For sure. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, I love it. I love it. One of these days, I'll stop muting myself, but, well, it's not this day. Let's see, let's get rid of these. Get rid of all this stuffs. Oh, yeah. Let's do some calibrating. Can I do some calibrating? Oh, I don't got no tungsten. I ain't got no tungsten. Ain't got no tungsten. That was really good. I'm very happy about that. That's exactly... that. So I actually have that, Party Wizard. I have... It's not like a light in my room, but there's a giant button on my screen. It says mute. And I still constantly talk to myself. I still want to know what nuclear was referring to. Coming straight towards you. It's huge too, like I made it big. I'm just an idiot. Yeah, I don't know what nuclear was talking about either. I am very confused. I have to go back and watch that section of the stream or something. Or maybe he was just fucking with me. That seems like a nuclear thing to do. Yeah, I'm just bad at my job, Party Wizard. Just bad. I've noticed that you're actually getting much better at your job, though. When I used to watch your streams, sometimes you didn't talk very much. You were usually pretty quiet. And I've actually noticed the last like month or two that you've been streaming, you've been much, much more talkative. Much more animated with your voice. It's been really good. Really enjoyed it. I usually just lurk and listen, but... yeah, that's true. It does definitely help when people are in there. But even when there's a lull in your chat, you still keep the narrative up nowadays. But that's for sure. It is definitely easier to keep talking the entire stream when there's people in the chat actually talking to you. For sure. Yo, where's all the tungsten at? This is bullshit. Oh, that's a good point. I'm sure that has a huge impact. A huge impact. Yeah, that's definitely counter. Those things are pretty mutually exclusive. I've just never liked the way it makes me feel. Like every now and then, if I kind of want to just zone out and eat a whole bag of chips, then, maybe I'll snag a half an edible or something. But did I abandon my child? What child? I don't have a child. Oh, was there a Digby boy out there? Oh no. I'm sorry, Digby boy. I didn't mean it. It was an accident. Nobody called the cops on me. Oh, well, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. Oh, yeah, no, I take like 50. I don't I don't partake often enough to have any sort of a tolerance, so I'll get like a half of a half. Yes, I know that's a quarter. I'll be good to go. Anything more than that, and I won't even be able to remember my name like 6 hours. Oh, well, then I probably take 5. I don't know. I don't even get them. My older brother gets them, and then every now and then I'll just go hit him up for one. Because I'll feel like chilling out. Okay, where's my teleport? What the fudge knockers? I don't even need a teleport. What am I doing? Oh, it's way over there. Well, I was not in the right spot. Yeah, I just don't like it. It makes me feel like my brain's not working very fast. And I don't like that feeling. Look at this. I have 4,000 acid. I haven't bought like any acid. just have an unreasonable amount. Well, and so I was a little bit when I was in college. Um, a couple of times a week, probably. We'd party and take a couple rips, but I don't know. It just never. I was always more into drinking. I like my rum. 13 gigabytes. Hey, you're gonna get there, Ski. I believe in you. I freaking believe in you. Hmm. Yeah, no, I wasn't doing so good when I first joined the military, and so I put away quite a bit. I probably drank too much my first few years in the military. Too much time on my hands and too many people yelling at me all the time. Yeah, this is what my bases always look like, Ski. Just a plank of wood, all my stuffs. My bed out under the rain, so it gets all moldy and shit from being wet. Just how I like it. They turn stuff into other stuff. So you can put stuff in the wish box. Um, the thing I think is probably best to put in there is the the tier 3 cortexes, because you can get any of the pristine meats. You can get any of the legendary deviated. It's basically whatever rarity you put in there, it gives you. It's also been giving me all these ammos and stuff. All these AP ammos. But yeah, you just put stuff in there, and then it'll turn it into something else, and then you go pull it out. But since I don't need those cortexes anymore, because we now use the Stellar Stairway or whatever, I can fill that up pretty easy. And it's based on a rarity thing. And I think basically anything you put in there will just turn into anything of the same rarity. And then there's different quantities based on stack sizes and stuff. Right now, you can put controllers in them and get mod crates out because they're trying to give people a way to use up their controllers before the controllers go away on the 27th. So apparently, if you put controllers in there, you get mod crates out. Which is cool, I guess. Yeah, controllers are going bye-bye. Yeah, the thing that I read, the dev talk that I read, was talking about how the reason they put controllers in the game was to stop people from grinding so much and, get them to go do some other stuff or, not play the game for as long. And so they put the controllers in, but then what ended up happening was people then had to just like grind to get controllers and then also grind to use the controllers. So you were just doubling the grind. And so they were like, that was stupid. That was totally the opposite of what we were trying to do. So we're just taking them out. No, I don't think there's going to be anything else. I think you're just going to be able to do the dungeons and the silos and stuff as much as you want. They seem to be removing a lot of the throttling. That they had put in place. So, a lot of what they were trying to do was they were trying to throttle gameplay a lot when the game first came out so that everybody was just kind of constantly on this even progression path. So that everybody would just get to everything at the same time and you would always have plenty of people to play with and all that stuff. And I honestly, I thought it was a good idea. I understand the impetus to do that. And so I didn't necessarily disagree with it or dislike it. It did cause me to have difficulty continuing to play for extended sessions, though, over the course of a long season. And so what they're doing now is they're shortening the first couple of phases. They're speeding up the rate at which you advance to like hard and pro and stuff like that. And they're taking away controllers. So now, if you're one of those players who gets really far really fast and plays a lot and farms a lot and stuff like that, you're going to end up making a huge gap where, you're just going to be significantly stronger than a lot of other players. But because we now have the no wipe servers, people who are a little slower aren't going to just like not be able to complete everything that's possible in a season because eventually they'll just be in that permanent server where there are lots of people who are slow, who are, at all the different levels of content that they can help them. So I think, the permanent servers are going to end up being good and the change in that dynamic is going to end up being good. So, I mean, it should be a benefit for everybody all around. It's definitely good that they're iterating, right? They had an idea, they implemented their idea right out of the gate. The idea went okay for a little while, but then as people started repeating seasons, it started to be more and more and more of a burden. And they saw that and they went, okay, this was a bad implementation. Let's try something else. And now they're trying something else. which is all that we can ask for, right? Like you can't expect them to hit the nail on the head first try every try. Like that's asinine. But you can totally expect them to iterate on things and change things and try and make things better. So even if this next thing flops, right? If permanent servers are a total waste of time and nobody uses them, and if controllers not being in the game just ruins the balance and makes it impossible for casual players to even play the game, then maybe we'll try something else. Like that's fine. But we've recognized that maybe this isn't the best option. We're moving forward. We're doing something different. We're trying something new. So I'm with it. Whether it's a good idea or not is yet to be seen. But at the very least, we're not just wallowing in misery and failure. So I'm very happy. I've been very happy with this dev team just in general. They're they're not the best dev team out there. And they don't put out the best content I've ever seen. But they are one of the most player focused dev teams I feel like I've ever seen, despite the fact that we get an absolutely obscene amount of loot crates. I think that a lot of what they do is very player focused. They're trying to make the game a good game for players so that people want to buy those loot crates instead of, a lot of monetization now, which is, we've created this problem that you can't overcome unless you play 1,000 hours or give us $100. So there's none of that going on in this game. And yeah, so while I disagree with loot boxes, and I think loot boxes are trash, there are certainly worse things that could be going on. And, I'd like to see some more building pieces. I'd like to see the building system get reworked a little bit. I'd like to see vehicles get improved, right? I don't think the vehicles are in a great spot right now. I'd like to see these mobile base vehicles get improved. I don't think they're in a great spot right now. I'd like to see the Way of Winter mechanic get improved. I think it's in a pretty shit spot right now. But that was a pretty innovative idea, right? Those thermal towers are pretty innovative and pretty cool. Having a zone of influence like that, and then, having all those people build all those bases around that, it looked really fun. It was really fun. It looked really cool. You had all those different people with all those different bases and all those different style choices. And I mean, if the mechanic for the purification at the temperature towers had been better, Way of Winter would have been just a phenomenal scenario. But purification system was absolute garbage. So Way of Winter is kind of a garbage scenario. But I honestly, I'm still hopeful that they might give it another shot. And try and change up some things. I don't think I need a C that's got high yield too. Okay. We've got another thing coming up here in a couple hours. I'm gonna go do. Do we have a high risk event? No, we don't. We probably do need to do a couple of high risk events. I also don't think I've actually finished all of my commissions. You and like 5 comments, catch 5 fishes, take 5. The last one in progress is take 5 pictures. Okay. How do I take pictures again? Oh, shite. Oh. Camera. Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we get our commissions done. Claim that. That. Or we can claim whatever that is. I do week 3 commissions. Those. Hey, I can do week 3 commissions now. Recycle. Definitely doing that one. We're gonna craft some more SMG ammo at some point, so we can do that. Definitely gonna open some crates. We're definitely gonna harvest some crops. And we're definitely gonna defeat some enemies. That looks all good. Journey complete. Doesn't look like anything's complete in there. It is about time. Back over and do another one of these. Let's do it, Laws. See more butts. Nobody's seen more butts than you, Uncle Tony. Oh, that was such a funny movie. Right. Drink a tea. Eat a corn. Do some of this stuffs. Wait for a couple of minutes and go down there and kill some things. Kill them things. Sniping enemies from really far away like this reminds me of how much I enjoyed the few really good fights that I actually got on Prism vs. Clash. I am so excited to be able to get back into some P Clash on a permanent server. Permanent servers are going to be so good for P Clash. I am really hype about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just going to be snipping some people. Gonna break out my Black Panther again. Gonna use my main character on the Manibus to farm the Shiznit out of mods so that I can take those mods over to my P-Clash. Just dookie on people. It's gonna be the best. The permanent P-Clash is really gonna be my kind of scene too, because you're still gonna have people joining the Prism versus Clashes that are just starting, because you're gonna have the race to max points or whatever. And so there's still going to be a reason to go and join those new Prism versus Clash servers, so that you can start out from the beginning and go through the phases and do the whole, race to however many points or the tug of war or whatever. And then the permanent servers are kind of going to be a way more casual PvP experience, because it's just going to be about doing the cleanses and stuff and fighting in the PvP. And it's not really going to be about the tug of war or anything. Hopefully, they find a way to maintain some balance. So that's probably going to be one of the big problems, is maintaining a balance between the factions in the permanent server, because you're going to be constantly getting new servers merging in new worlds. And if those servers aren't balanced, then the whole thing falls out of balance. Yo, this person's build is insanely strong. They just murked that enemy in like 2 hits. That's redonkulous. Yeah, this person's like ripped out of their brain. They've got the KVD boom boom going on. That's wild. Darn, don't have enough. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, that's a lunar spawn. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to get up in time. They're going to kill that thing. I'm not going to get to help. This other dude's just over here killing all the elites. What a fucking twat. pick this other guy up as soon as I can come back. If I don't get insta-gibbed here. I'll see those bullets fly by? That was crazy. Oh, I need some Healy juice. Oh my goodness. Can I please break out my jelly bean? Thank you. Okay, we got him. Holy crap. That was not worth it. Not worth it at all. Oh, there's another one. All right. Everybody just not see it. It's literally right there. Goodness gracious, y'all. Goodness gracious. Let's see what kind of Lone Wolf's Whisper we just got. 4-1? Dang it. I want to get a 5-5. Somebody from the chat got. So rude. Can't believe the game is letting chat get better stuff than me. Cheating. Oh, poop. That's the way I always find those lunar dudes. Find every one of them by getting killed. It's a good thing that y'all got on me so hard about making these adrenaline shots. I would be in such a terrible mood if I had never made these. Just getting dumpstered every single time. Having to go back and come back in. Be nothing but upset. Alright. What else we got going on? Gonna run through all these enemies. Hopefully I can get them all to chase me. Then we'll turn around and bounce them all to death. It's just so much fun. I need to make a really, really good bounce build. Sniper rifle. I'm gonna use the Black Panther, surely. But if I could get something really good with the bounce sniper going for PvP, I think that would be just an outrageous amount of fun. Kill people around corners because their buddy poked their head out, and I got to hit their buddy, and then they went down too. Like, that just sounds so fun. Okay, stop getting your little fireballs in my way. And just die already. Oh my goodness. Rolling down the street. I don't know why that song is perpetually stuck in my head, but it is. Oh snap, somebody left a level 5 Lunar Wolf. Surprisingly, somebody actually told him about it. The PvE servers in this game are surprisingly cooperative. Every now and then, you run into a butthead who's just like, I'm gonna get mine. Who cares about anybody else? Why can't I hit this enemy? Just chasing this dude down. I don't even think he knew it was chasing him. It's hilarious. That broken dude's got a level 5 by the wind now, too. What the hell? come I don't get level 5s? How rude. Right, well, that's the end of that. All healed up. All right. Well, that puts us at just short of 4 hours, which I think is a good stream for right now. We'll start having longer ones after the 29th because we're going to have multiple scenarios to be able to play at one time. So we'll get back into about a 6 to 8 hour rhythm, hopefully, when that happens. But for now, I think the 4 hour streams are nice. It's giving me a little time to find some motivation to work on things like the text to speech and stuff like that. And also, I've been going at it pretty hard for about 8 months now, so it's nice to just kind of be doing some more casual, shorter streams. Um, for a little while. And then once things start to pick up again, we'll really get after it over the summer. And hopefully we get a new scenario. So if we're getting a new scenario, that'll be really big. So things will start to pick up here in a few days. But for now, I think we're going to call it at that 4 hour mark. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Thanks for helping me test that text to speech thing. I really appreciate that. And I'll see if I can make some improvements to it. Like making a little sound and putting the person's name up when they do the text to speech, so that way we can see, just on the screen who's doing it. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. I will see you all again tomorrow.